Hi guys. So I'm going to talk about traffic in Canadia. This is part 4. So when I first came, there are a few things that stood out. Obviously, when I was younger, I didn't see these things. So I took my driving test, got my license, and just observing the roads and things. And I was just very, very shocked by a few things. One was, so we're in Ottawa, the capital city of Canada, and the lampposts are supposed to be everywhere on the roads so you can see at night. It doesn't make sense for like one of the main streets not to have lights. There was a road with no lights, not because there was an electricity shortage. There's just no lampposts. And I was just so confused. I'm like, is it a new road? I'm not really sure. But regardless, new or not, you shouldn't have a road that just turns into a ditch with no lampposts, because maybe the summer will be easier, but like in the winter with the darkness and the short days, that's pretty dangerous. I was just confused. But I said, how long has this road been here like this without lampposts? They're like, it's a long time. It's not new. I'm like, wow. So is it for climate change? It's supposed to make animals' life easier? Like, I'm trying to understand, because that was really dangerous. And then I noticed the traffic lights where it's for all intersections, and you just have to stop in the middle of the road and figure out when you're supposed to cross. So you're doing the traffic lights job because it's green for both ways, and you're just in the middle, and then you have to cross left and you have to wait, because it's also green for pedestrians and for cyclists and for the other lane crossing and for you. So you're like in the middle of the road. There's no sign where to stop in the middle of the road. You just have to figure out where the middle is. Do the math in your head. And then just stop in the middle of the road and then figure it out quickly when the right time is, before it turns yellow and before it turns red. Because if it turns yellow, you have to just go. What if the cars don't stop? You can't go back. And that's where a lot of accidents happen. And it makes the driver nervous. Why do you have to do the math? And imagine in the winter when the roads and the sidewalk are not even visible. I just find it so unnecessarily hard for no reason. And I thought it was just me. I'm like, this is not normal. I've never seen this anywhere in the world. I'm like, is it just me? And then I Googled and I researched, and I'm like, it's actually easier in Asia. Traffic rules. And they have like quarter of the landmass and 8 times the population. So I'm like, we're lucky here in Ottawa that the population is less and the landmass is huge, because with these traffic rules, I don't think it is gonna be good in like the next 30 years. So I'm like, my question is, I'm sure these were well thought out rules and stuff, but like, to whose benefit? Like, is it good, like less use of like electricity of traffic lights? Is it for the pedestrians so they have more chances to cross without stopping because it's in the cold? You don't want people to freeze. Like, I'm just trying to understand, why were these rules made? For whose benefit? Why is everything DIY? Can we make life easier for humans, please? Because life is hard as it is. Okay, thanks. Bye.